members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Last Monday, June 1, 87,692 children from our 68 public kindergarten and elementary schools, together with 42,775 students enrolled at Cebu City's public high schools, started their first day of classes for school year 2015 to 2016. On the same day, a local newspaper had the headline, "Where will SEF go?" Quoting our local school board chief, Radhi Diola, the article broke down Cebu City's 2015 SEF budget as follows: 149.5 million for MOOE, 59.3 million for capital outlay, 33 million for personnel services, 68.4 million for elementary schools, and 80 million for high schools, a total of 385 million pesos. Mr. Jono was further quoted as saying that 70 million of the MOOE appropriation would be set aside for the utility bills of most of the public elementary and high schools. He added that if the schools could lessen the expenses of water and power bills, the amount could be used to build 60 classrooms. There was also an article on the same front page of the same newspaper stating that there are 9 public schools in the city that lack emergency features like emergency exits, though there was 30 million set aside last year to address this situation in 40 schools. According to Mr. Diola, and I quote, the construction of the safety features of the 9 schools was delayed because most of the contractors waited for the notice to proceed from the city. End of quote. This in spite of the fact that the mayor had instructed the local school board to finish all emergency exits before classes start. The May 21, 2015 daily cash report from the Cebu Treasurer's Office reflects a total of 174,281,613 pesos and 42 centavos, of which 165,308,397 pesos and 43 centavos is in a time deposit, which is normally considered as idle funds. And to our knowledge, half of this time deposit will mature in December of this year and the balance in January of 2016. This therefore leaves only 8,973,215 pesos and 99 centavos, which can be used now. It must also be noted that the 165 million in the time deposit was done sometime in late 2010 and early 2011 by former City Treasurer Ofelia Oliva under the General Fund. This was subsequently transferred to the SEF only on April 1, 2014 by OIC Treasurer Diwa Cuevas. This may have been a result of the COA's observation in its annual 2014 audit report for 2013 that the, and I quote, city government of Cebu did not transfer the SEF collected under the general fund proper to the SEF in the aggregate amount of 153,021,098 pesos and 33 centavos as of December 31, 2013, in violation of Section 272 of Republic Act 7160, resulting in the non-utilization of funds for its intended purposes, end of quote. In the same report, COA also found that there were payments made to various items that were found to be unnecessary, excessive, and extravagant, such as prices for a raffle draw during the Teachers' Day celebration, totaling 1,242,900 and the 1,697,719 pesos and 20 centavos spent for various activities of the teachers held at the waterfront Cebu City Hotel and Casino, among others. Payment to waterfront was covered by a justification from Mayor Rama that the food and accommodations did not violate the local government code, since the phrase, again I quote, operation and maintenance of public schools, end of quote, is broad enough to include the expense that redound to the benefit of the students in particular and the public school system in general. Records on file show that the disbursement vouchers were covered with objection letters by the city accountant and city treasurer. The questions that now arise are: 1. What are the priorities of the local school board? 2. We asked the public schools to lessen their expenses. Can we ask ourselves the same question? 3. How can we implement the programs, the projects, etc. of the local school board when we have only around 9 million pesos in expendable funds? 4. Have the collected special education funds in the years 2013, 2014, and 2015 to date been deposited in the SEF trust account? Where is the money for our schools? Perhaps the headline of Monday's newspaper, instead of asking, where will the SEF go, should have read, where is the SEF? In conclusion, I would like to propose the following resolutions. First, to note this privileged speech. Second, to request the local school board to submit to this august body a report on its 2013, 2014, and 2015 to date disbursements. Third, resolve further to request the city treasurer to explain and submit a report to this body on the receipts and disbursements of the SEF for the years 2013, 2014, and 2015 to date. And resolve further to request the city treasurer to report to this body how much was collected so far for this year, 2015. I move for the approval, Mr. Chair.
There is an omnibus motion of Member OSMEñA as a consequence of the privileged speech, seconded by a member Chibal. Senior discussion, objection. There being none, the motion is carried.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Corollary motion.
Motion from Member
Let me request those